All right, thanks, Robert. I'll keep this brief. We want to get into this. Thank you all for joining, and just to get into the agenda pretty quickly here, we do have, you'll notice that hour and 15 minutes for lunch. That's because we like the tacos so much. Not really. You all have day jobs too. That gives you a minute to go and check your email. To the extent you can, just be present today. We've had really good success with folks stepping away from their daily business and just really engaging here. So that's been really positive. This morning, I will give a bit of an alibi. Kevin Ford is a data guy, and he loves data. He gets really excited about this stuff and predictive data. He'll present that foundation this morning. So hang with us. Do ask some questions in areas that you're specifically interested in. That first portion from 9:15 to 10:30 is not very hands-on. Just an alibi to start with. Just hang with us. It's the foundation of everything. It's how the data is being transformed. It's where the data is coming from. It's where things are being pulled from the different systems. It's really important. After the break, we'll get into the integration tool, so TXDOT's integration tool, which has an acronym, PMDIS. We'll get into what that looks like, how you can pull data from DCIS, what kind of data fields are available, all that good stuff that you've been waiting for. How can I access my project data? That will be in the morning. Then we'll take a break. The afternoon will be about Decision Lens. So we'll get into how many folks have seen Decision Lens in some form in the past. Wow, all right, this is great. So folks on the phone, I don't know how many folks out there, but we only had 3 or 4 in the room that have actually seen it. So we'll have a pretty good level set as far as what Decision Lens is, what capabilities it offers. We'll get into a lot of hands-on. So you're going to be logging in. If you haven't logged in already, as we're talking here in the morning, make sure you have access and are able to log in to Decision Lens. And we'll go to that point. I think you'll find the interaction and the hands-on very useful, and we've got a lot of good questions that we've had in the past sessions, as Robert said. Our main objectives are to get you a tool that's useful for you. And Michelle joined us if you want to say anything about this, but really the focus has been in getting something that will be useful for you. It's not something that's being pushed from the top down. It's something that can be in your hands. You can leverage your own data, you can access your own data, and then you can make decisions based on that data. So that's the intent. And today you will not be an expert after today in Decision Lens or in the PMDIS and the integration tool. All these resources will be available. And to that end, I'll share, for those of you in the room, you've got your packets. For those of you on the phone, you should have received, it's been on the screen, and we'll email the resources as well. The main takeaway for today is if you need any access to any of the URLs that we hit on today, because there's quite a few different sites that we'll be hitting, it's all available on that community page. So folks in the room, folks on the phone, if you can hit that community page, you'll see all the links, and I'll go there right now so we can, Eric will hit this again as well, but let me go there real quickly. Where's Chrome? Okay. So this is the community page, and what we have is a lot of resources as far as the different URLs. There are some videos that have been built as far as how to use PMDIS, the integration tool, some training resources around Decision Lens, basically everything you'll need. So one distinction I'll make on the right side here, let's see, training links. Oh, where's the production links?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so folks viewing it on the screen and in the room, up here are the production links, meaning, so after today, basically TPP says, yep, we figure you're trained well enough, and they'll set you up an account on production, which means, so everything we're doing today is in our university instances. So basically you can mess around, you can't break anything. Just use it like a sandbox in a learning environment. After today, there'll be an email that goes out and says, hey, you're set up in the production instance, go ahead and go live with the actual data.
If you don't get it by tomorrow, you'll get it by Monday for sure, and you'll have production access.
Perfect. And so one alibi, and Kevin may mention this, the data that's in the university and in the training instances, the data was pulled is somewhat, how outdated?
This morning.
You updated it?
Yes.
Okay. The data in the training instance is as updated as the production. That's great. Okay. Last time we had to have the caveat that it was different timing, but it's updated as in the production. So you'll see exactly the data that has been captured in DCIS. With that, I think,
I just want to, real quickly, does everyone log into Decision Lens and know their login password? And I won't force you to raise your hand, but if you aren't sure, and that goes for people on the phone too, as I look up at the microphones on the ceiling. If you're not sure if your login works or you haven't tried it yet, please go to the Decision Lens University link. Jared's highlighting it on the screen there. It is also on the community page at the bottom under training links for Decision Lens. And attempt to log in. The reason we're asking you to do that now is because the first part is going to be hands off. And if you do have any login issues, we'd like to address those before we actually get into the tool. And if you do, raise your hand in the room. If you're on the WebEx, use the chat, and we'll get that sorted out.
okay. Okay.
All right.